Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow, the 4th. If you're coming to this reading not live, go down below. All the timestamps are below this video. I've had several people say they can't find the timestamps as well. They're right at the top of the comments. They're pinned at the top of the comments, so that's where they are. and that's it. But welcome, Tom. Hello, by the way. Allban, hello. Bellart, hello. JC, welcome. Dad, hello. San, hello. Jesse, hello. And everybody else that's here, welcome. Manu, hello. We're going to get started here in a few minutes, but until then, as always, I'm going to answer some questions first. Earth Angel, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, card for Dad's health, please, Chris. He was recently in hospital for rapid heart rate and pain in his stomach. Will he be okay? I am not a doctor, Earth Angel, so do not take this as medical advice. But you have the Seven of Cups here. And the Queen of Cups, yeah. Queen of Cups is a very kind, caring, nurturing energy, but it can just be like health. So, yeah, I feel like he will be fine with that Queen of Cups there. Seven of Cups could just be like a bunch of things. Could say that a bunch of things kind of played into this, if that makes sense. But I would say yes. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, crazy lady at pet store today went ballistic. Then a former colleague of mine also went into a rage. I never really trusted this girl, but OMG. Is that a question, JC? You have the World card here and the Page of Cups. I feel like things will be fine, of course. Probably just changes, right? Capricorn's reading for next week was really awesome. I mean, that comes out tomorrow. It was definitely one of the better readings I've done for Capricorn in a while. Even, the last week was pretty good, I think, or the week before. I can't remember which week, but one of the weeks was really good. And so I feel like things will improve here, definitely, and especially with World. World can represent, like, an upgrade. A lot of people, like, almost all the Earth signs had this, by the way, JC. Like, all the Earth signs had something about potentially changing friends or upgrading friends and things like that. So that looks good. Lonnie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for advice. You have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles asks us to focus on like what works, and it just says I would say for like the next week at least, I would focus on whatever works in your life, like in all areas of your life. So it says for like work, there are certain things that you can do that will always work in your business and things like that. For love, same thing. There are like things that will always work. So this kind of just says stick to convention, stick to the way things are always done. San, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say card for the week, please. You have the Judgment card, like a rebirth, inner calling, strength. Yeah, patience this week. So I'd be patient this week, but also could be feeling pulled in a direction. Strength asks you to move in that direction, whatever it is. So love it. Deidre, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will my Scott back with his ex-wife? I'm not really, I would say no. Eight of Cups is walking away. So I feel like a word is missing there, Deidre. But I would say no. This is like walking away. I think I answered that. Virgo love, what should I expect this coming week? 3 of Wands, 5 Wands. Yeah, like still more restriction probably, which I feel like everybody will be feeling. The 3 of Wands is definitely wanting more forward movement, but not getting it, or, it could represent delays, but it's not really a card of delays, but it is a card of waiting. So I feel like more waiting, but 5 of Wands, conflict, competition, but 5 of Wands could just be like frustration, things like that. Jupiter 1111, hello. Messages for the week. You have the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Happiness, a lot of happiness. This is like a turnaround to me because 6 of Cups, can represent all the things 6 of Cups represents, like, thinking about the past, nostalgia, innocence, gifts from the universe, things like that. But to me, the 6 of Cups can also represent obstacles being removed from any challenge or any situation that you're dealing with. So it can represent like progress being made on anywhere where you have been challenged. 4 Cups, of course, is like manifesting options, probably just the options, like the different ways that you could overcome obstacles or anything you're dealing with. Maya, I think that's how you say your name. Thank you. Sorry if I butchered your name. You say here, anything on work situation, Wheel of Fortune. This is like luck coming in for you here. Yeah, this is luck. I feel like there's good news and luck coming in for you in the work situation, like a turnaround. So I feel like things will be kind of like improving in this situation. Nicole, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, is Dan as genuine as he makes out to be? I would say, yeah, for the most part. Yeah, I would say yes. These are good cards. So, yes, Ace of Wands, Passion, New Beginning. Six of Pentacles. I mean, Six of Pentacles could go both ways, Nicole, but, it could say that you aren't seeing everything yet. But again, this is not a bad thing. It could just say that maybe he's even more genuine than you realize. And it's just like you're just not seeing it yet. But that could be just because you haven't really spent a lot of time with him, or whatever is what I'd say there. So I'd say yes. Trixie, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, I have a guy in my mind who's distancing himself from me. Will I hear from him again? I would say no, if I'm being honest with you here. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold here, Trixie. So I would say probably not. Yeah, I would say no. Two fives. Yeah, I would say no. Five of Cups is like, crying over spilt milk as well. But I would say no with those cards. So that's that. JC, thank you for the super chat. You say, yes, the recent Cap reading rocked. It did, but this week is even better. So, yeah, definitely make sure to watch that. I know you will, but it's definitely a good reading. Kay Carell, thank you for the super chat. My card for the week, Page of Swords. Page of Swords asks you to be curious. A lot of this energy came up in the weekly readings for next week, the week of the 11th. Those will be starting on Monday. And so there's like a lot of this like curiosity energy. It could just be like, this is a card of the child, but it can also represent us just getting another opportunity to like go out in public or, something like that. So I would say be curious this week or follow your curiosity there. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. A lot of people had the Nine of Pentacles this week as well. So, like financial independence, feeling financially independent, feeling secure, really good. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for Jesse. Jesse, you have the Fool. So, Pisces always gets this card lately, or Pisces has been getting this card a lot lately. So, I feel like it's time for you to take some sort of leap of faith. This says you're over prepared for something, is what I feel for you, Jesse. So, I would, take a leap of faith. San, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Work message for upcoming week. Two of Pentacles, just like a hard work week. Whenever I get these Pentacle cards on, message, when people ask for messages for the work week, I always say, like, Pentacles just say that it's probably going to be a straightforward work week. It's just going to be what you expect it to be. So, probably pretty straightforward. Rosa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, I put intention on 11:55 to signify our thinking of me. I've been seeing it a lot this week. Coincidence? You say, well, let's start there. You have the Hermit and the High Priestess. I would say no. High Priestess, literally trusting your intuition. And the Hermit is like an inner, this is like your inner knowing, the Lantern here, but could say yes, for sure. With that card. And you also say here, also card for the week, Queen of Wands, very attractive at this time, and it's like a very wholehearted energy, as I always say. To me, the most important part of the Queen of Wands is like wholehearted energy, giving something everything you got. So it kind of says like put all your energy into something that will be successful, or kind of work as hard as you can this week. Really good. Dejana, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Feel like there's a major change coming in my life. Am I on the right path? Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. And I would say, yes, right away, you have the Knight of Swords, which is like a major change, and the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is working towards something, and Eight of Pentacles is also the card of kind of being an apprentice in life. But it says, like, you could have been spending a lot of time in the recent past working on life in general. And Eight of Pentacles to me is like material success on the horizon, but it can also represent some sort of change coming in the future. So, it's like saying you could be getting the rewards for the work that you've done on your life in the future. So again, it doesn't have to be money. It could, but it could be both. It could be money. It could be the changes that you're hoping for. And Knight of Swords, just daily routine change on the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Ace of Swords, some sort of victory. So yes, definitely. Alban, thank you for the super chat. You have the Two of Cups here, Ace of Cups. This looks like love coming in for you. There definitely could be love coming in. Two of Cups, perfect match, or something that makes you very happy. So, like I said, a perfect match coming in. Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing. So this really isn't advice, but it could just be love coming in. So maybe you don't need the advice, right? It could just be love showing up. So I like it. JC, thank you for the super chat. Card for Tom Bell. Tom, you have the Sun, the best card in the deck. So a lot of happiness, celebrations, good news coming in for you here. Three Cups, reasons, definitely reason, both cards, celebration. So definitely reasons to celebrate for you, Tom. Love it. And thank you for the super chat. And if you have a question, pop it in down below. I'll make sure to answer it. Leanne, hello. Thank you for the super chat cards for my emotional life this week. Netta wants fiery. Is what I'd say here. Yeah, like wanting things to move forward very quickly here, wanting to see a lot more progress, wanting to get moving forward in life. So probably just ready for movement. Like I said, a major energy in the weekly readings for next week, the week of the 11th. All this like wanting to get started on things kept coming up in the readings, and like all this fiery energy as well. So I feel like for the most part, you will just want to see progress, probably wanting movement. But again, it could be because we've been locked up. So yeah, that's what I say there, but still really good. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for finances, please. You have the Emperor here. 8 of Wands. This is like a quick success. Emperor asks us to like stick to a plan as far as our finances are concerned. It says like, make sure to have a plan for your finances, like what you're going to do with them, with your money, all that other stuff. But also says like follow the rules of money. But pretty good. 8 of Wands. Good news about your finances. I like it. JC, again, thank you for the super chat. You say, please say hi to Sandy Rose. Sandy Rose, hello. Sorry, I didn't even see you in here. Bay Area Pride, thank you for the super chat. Would like to know if my Scorpio is in contact with the girl he left me for. He barely untagged himself in her photos that he still had up. I would say no. 7 of Wands, very closed off energy. Justice could be him getting karma. So I would say no with that 7 of Wands. I mean, it's always possible, but yeah, I would say no. Even the 2 Wands. 2 Wands can be like moving away as well. So I would say no with these cards. Val A, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say a couple cards for the week. You have the Page of Wands, Val, the 10 of Cups, love it. Fortune after difficulty with the 10 of Cups, happiness, good news, good things coming in. Page of Wands to me is definitely some sort of adventure, because Page of Wands is like very adventurous, kind of like a card of getting out there and having fun. Also like very spontaneous, fun energy. So could be a very fun week for you is what I'd say there. Let me clear this out. Loretta, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for the work week, please. You have the 4 of Swords here and the King of Swords. Definitely, this is like dealing with a boss or dealing with bosses, or and again, it could be male, female, whatever. I don't attach sex to my cards, so whatever your boss is, with the King of Swords. But it definitely could represent dealing with authorities and things like that. Yeah, 4 Wands though. That's pretty good. Like really good for finishing any projects at work or finishing things up at work in general. Very good. Like this is just completion energy. So if you're asked to do things, it says that you will be able to do them. So really good cards for work, I would say. Yeah, definitely a lot of boss energy. Again, to me, the 2 bosses are the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Again, that's not accurate tarot, by the way, but that's what I see them as. So I definitely feel like you could be dealing with bosses this week, but probably positive with that 4 of Wands. So love it. Beliefs become reality. Hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, how to best help consulting clients. Best card you could ask for, 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. This guy right here represents a guide. Like this would be your consulting client right here in the boat. The 6 of Swords is just guiding people through choppy waters. It's just like to be there as a guide, basically. So I feel like you are just like going to be guiding people at this time. Yeah, the Hierophant education. So I feel like you could be learning as much as you possibly can to help them. And I feel like you should learn, about like whatever their different situations are. But this could also be just guiding them through it. The thing with the 6 of Swords is the 6 of Swords represents like already having had an experience. So, because you are this person, right? He goes back and forth between the choppy waters and the calm waters. So it says you've already experienced it. So just share your experience. That's probably all you have to do with these cards. So just that simple. Kanisic, hello, thank you for the super chat. You say, does Scorpio feel something? Does Scorpio feel something to me? 7 of Pentacles, Tower. I would say no. This is like very delayed with the 7 of Pentacles. Tower is like a no, so I'd say no if I'm being honest with you. But all right, I didn't even realize that it was 4 o'clock again. So let's get this show on the road here, people. Thank you to everybody else who super chatted. I will be answering the rest of the super chats, of course, at the end. But let me just shuffle this here and this, and we will get started. Sorry about the lighting tonight, by the way, but I was shooting some of the weeklies today, and I had to change my white balance. out in the other room, and so I realize that it's very dark in here tonight, but it is what it is, right? I can't change it live. All right. So Aries. By the way, we are using the Enchanted Lenormand here, and we're also using the Good Tarot here as well. For you, Aries, we need to timestamp it. Aries, you have the Gentleman here, the Ace of Hearts. Really good card for finding love. So if you're looking for love, definitely could be a love coming in for you here. It can also just represent something making you happy. So this could represent happiness or just some sort of happiness coming in for you. I'm not really getting much here, Aries. I'm actually going to pull you another card here. Yeah, you have the dog as well. This is like loyalty. This is actually pretty good. So this could represent someone who's very loyal to you in love, or if you don't have love, could represent someone coming in who is very loyal to you. This could also represent any other type of loyalty situation that you could possibly imagine. So it could represent like in work or in business. You could be getting loyalty. It could be your clients. It could be people who watch you on YouTube. It could be anything. But I feel like this is like loyalty that is almost being proven to you with these two cards. Next, you have the Ace of Wands here, some sort of passionate new beginning with the Ace of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you, this is like a creative new beginning, and I've been feeling this for you for probably like 4 nights now, at least in a row. Like all of a sudden just happened. I feel like some of you could be either launching a creative project, or you could be launching like a business project, or you could just be doing something new here. I feel like you're taking the lead in a lot of ways with the Emperor card. The Emperor, can represent leadership, but I feel like you could be like leading people, or you could be leading a group of people here with the Emperor card. For some of you, this could be like a raise or a promotion. For others, you could be like teaching. You could be doing anything like that with these cards. But whatever it is, I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of abundance for you, Aries, with this Ace of Wands. And finally, you have the Emperor. So I feel like some of you just need to stick to a plan here with the Emperor. Really, I'm just getting like leadership. So for most of you, I feel like this is just talking about being a leader and taking the lead in your life. I feel like that's what's going to lead to the most success, especially if you're like taking the lead on a project here. So I really like that. But this looks pretty good. Very good reading for new love, by the way, Aries. So if you're getting new love or you're finding new love, definitely could be good for new love. Love it. Thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus. Let's see here, Taurus. Taurus, you have the fish here. You have the King of Diamonds. So I feel like for some of you that the King of Diamonds is a card. This card represents your soulmate. So it could represent a soulmate coming in for you. If you're already in love, it could just represent the person you're with right now being a soulmate. It's also an amazing card for a harvest. So I do feel like some of you could be experiencing a harvest, or you could be experiencing more abundance coming in through something that you're doing. So I feel like for some of you, this could be like money coming in, or just like an opportunity that's coming in for you financially, and I feel like it will be very good for you. So I like this. To me, this is definitely your reading, Taurus. Pretty simple. To me, I feel like you're just like finding money here, or you're finding the resources to do something that you want to do. You have the Queen of Pentacles here and the Hangman. It's like something has delayed you before now, probably prevented you from either having money or making money, or has prevented you from like starting a relationship, pretty much anything. And it's like now you're having, or you are now finding the resources to get started. Next, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. So I don't know why I hesitated, but I feel like for a lot of you, this could be money coming in, like I said. For others, I feel like you could just be becoming more resourceful with this card. I think the reason I hesitated, actually, is because this is actually the Knight of Pentacles, I believe, with this deck. So actually, I feel like this is Knight of Pentacles, and I still feel like you're gathering resources with that King of Pentacles, or the King of Diamonds. And I also feel like you could be working very hard towards something with this card as well. And finally here, Taurus, you have the Hangman. But I just feel like this is delays in the past. So it's like maybe you've been like wanting to start a new job, but maybe you've been really tired, right? Or maybe you have just been finding jobs, but maybe they all seem exhausting. I don't know why I feel exhausted here for you, Taurus. So I feel like some of you could have been dealing with like exhaustion, or you could have been dealing with like tiredness, or you could have been dealing with like not enough energy. So I feel like for whatever reason, I just feel like this is more energy coming in. Like I realize that's not what the Hangman represents, but intuitively that's what I'm getting here. So I feel like this is more energy coming in for you here, Taurus. I do feel like some of you could be dealing with a Pisces as well. By the way, like fish, here, and then Pisces. So I feel like some of you could have been dealing with Pisces. You've had Pisces showing up in your readings quite a few times as well, Taurus. So that's that. Thank you, Taurus. Really appreciate it. Hold on one second here, everybody. I just need to write something down before I forget. All right. Okay. We are good to go. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you have the Nine of Spades here. This card is called the Anchor, and this card just represents, well, it kind of can go both ways. The Nine of Spades can represent something that's holding you back. It can represent needing to pull up anchor, needing to move past something. It can also represent something that is solid. It can represent building something that really lasts forever in your life. So you could be building something very permanent in your life. Really, I feel like this is talking about some sort of kind of like temporary situation. Nine of Spades in the Lenormand card reading system here can represent kind of like temporary work or part-time work. So I feel like for some of you, this could be like a temporary work situation or a temporary like business situation. And this could be very good for you because it basically the Nine of Spades can represent something part-time, something temporary, even like holiday work as well. And it can represent those things becoming permanent positions. So even if you're doing something part-time, it can be very good for that. It can also represent like consulting work, client work, any of those types of work. So if you have clients or consultants, if you're giving presentations to potential clients or consultants, I mean, this is just an amazing card for doing any of those things. So I feel like for some of you, it's just like money coming in through those things, or it doesn't even have to be money. That card itself does not represent money, but it could just represent like getting a client that lasts for a long time, things like that, which obviously would lead to money. Next, you have the Five of Spades or the Five of Swords here. I'm almost 1,000% sure that you had the Five of Swords in your weekly reading. Your weekly reading comes out on Wednesday, I believe. So, I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. But your weekly reading, you had the Five of Swords. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with like a separation, or you could be kind of like dealing with a breakup as well. So that came up in your weekly reading. It's come up for you before. So I do feel like some of you could be feeling that. For others, I feel like, again, if you're doing client work, part-time work, temporary work, or just work in general, I do feel like you could feel like you're kind of like on a tightrope. I do feel like you are feeling like almost like there's too much going on. I feel like Gemini in general can usually do pretty well multitasking, but I do feel like for some of you, there could be, this just feels like a lot to me. So I feel like some of you, I'm surprised like the Ten of Wands didn't show up in your reading here, Gemini, because it almost feels like a burden at work, but I feel like you will be kind of clearing this up. So, or like I feel like you can't organize it, but I feel like you need to organize it. You even have the Queen of Swords here as well. So I feel like for some of you, you could be becoming an authority in work or business. You could be getting a leadership role or a management position or anything like that, right? But this card, I feel like it's saying this is what you are becoming because you're kind of like learning to organize like a lot of work or just a lot of stuff. I do feel like a little bit of a like chicken with the head cut off type of energy. I would say for this entire week for you, Gemini. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's just a lot. I feel like you could just be like doing a lot of work, having a lot to do, and kind of not being sure, like trying to delegate maybe. And I feel like for some of you, I feel like you should delegate. I feel like you should give other people work if you can. If you can't, I would just say that this card here would say, number one, don't be afraid to just wing it, really, because the Queen of Swords is like a card of learning as you go. It just says you will figure it out as you move along. For others, I feel like this could just be saying that there could be people like, experts in your business or in your job who could help you. I always say like the swords cards to me represent like mentors, experts. These could just be bosses. They could be like other managers or, people at work who want to help you. So this card says like, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's not really what this card means, but that's what's popping into my head. So there you go. Thank you, Gemini. All right, Cancer. Cancer. Let's see here. Cancer, you have the Six of Hearts here. This card is called the Star in the Lenormand card reading system. Definitely can represent a wish. You have a very nice reading here, Cancer. So a lot of good stuff coming up for you. To me, the most important thing with the Star is that it's just a turnaround. It just represents existing problems being resolved. So I feel like for a lot of you, you could just be solving problems or kind of like overcoming difficulties that you've been dealing with. And I feel like this is just a nice energy for you, Cancer. Next, you have the Queen of Wands here. So, Queen of Wands to me is a card of like wholehearted energy. To me, it's an energy of like putting everything you got into something. And this card says if you do that, you will be successful. I feel like you could be feeling very strong desires as well this week, but these are probably desires for like a victory or desires to have some sort of win in your life. And I feel like you will get it with this Ace of Swords. So I feel like you're really trying to make things successful in your life. And this is a very heart-based card. Even like there is a heart on this card. There's no mistake, with the art on this deck. It totally represents like wholehearted energy, putting everything you got into something. So I would focus on that. I do feel for some of you could be dealing with a fire sign here in love. Or it could just be someone who's very fiery or has a lot of fire in their chart. So that's what I'm feeling there. And finally, you have this Ace of Swords here. And yeah, you have the Empress as well. Definitely very attractive at this time, Cancer. I mean, the Queen of Wands, the Empress. I feel like you could be attracting a lot of people into your life. So if you're looking for love, put yourself out there. I would say even if you know what I mean? I like, I feel like even some of you, it's like you could be dealing with, you could be needing to, where was I going with that? I feel like you could be attracting people, but again, what I was saying is, because of the whole virus situation, it's like maybe you have to put yourself on Tinder or something like that. But I would still, there are still ways to put yourself out there. For others, this is just probably total abundance. So you could be like making more money. You could be finding more success, pretty much anything with these two cards. That looks amazing. So love it, Cancer. Really good. Really nice readings. So thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo. Leo, let's see what's going on for you here, Leo. Leo, let's see here. Leo, you have the Ace of Hearts. This card is called the Gentleman. So it could be love coming in for you here, Leo. For the most part, I would say that this is probably just something that you are hoping for here. So I feel like this is almost like a wish is what I feel like saying. For others, like it could just be you kind of like your emotions overflowing. It could be good news or good things coming in for you with the Ace of Hearts. So I really feel like saying wish. So that's what I'm going to say, Leo. I feel like you're getting something you wish for. Next, you have the Ten of Swords here. So again, some of you could have gone through a lot of difficulties. I like never really worry about the Ten of Swords because the Ten of Swords to me is the end. Like a lot of people are kind of like always worried about the Ten of Swords. They say it's like the worst card in the deck, but tens represent the end. They represent something coming to an end. They represent an ending here with the, so I feel like if you're going through any difficulties or any challenges, I feel like, those things are coming to an end with this card. For others, I do feel like some of you could have been dealing with like some backstabbing energy here, but for the most part, I feel like you're moving past it. Yeah, Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is a card of success and good news. Six of Wands, definitely a card of burdens, Leo. Six of Wands is a card of like having gone off to war, and then it's like you're coming back from war, but at the same time, you could be, still dealing with the losses that you experienced during a very difficult period of time in your life. But I would say, I feel like you're moving towards success here, Leo, so wouldn't even worry about it. And finally, you have the Chariot. So I feel like there's some sort of victory coming in for you here with the Chariot. Definitely some sort of win here, Leo, so love to see that. I feel like for others, for some reason I'm getting luck here. The Chariot doesn't really represent luck to me, but it could, really it could represent creating your own luck. It is a card of hard control. It's a card of like taking control of your life and guiding your life in a certain direction. So I feel like for the most part, this could be success coming in for you, but I feel like in a lot of ways, this is you kind of creating your own luck. I feel like it's you creating your own success with the Chariot. The Chariot definitely says take control, and it does say that you should be guiding your Chariot. Like the thing about the Chariot also that I will say, Leo, well, number one, by the way, This could represent moving or traveling, but the other thing that I would say about this is like the chariot is going in a certain direction, and for the most part, it's like you can't turn a chariot like super fast, right? You're not going to be whipping it around corners with this thing going full speed. So it can represent like slower changes as well, or it can represent you making changes in your life, but it's like you're still staying on the same path, if that makes sense. So it can represent like maybe you want to make some changes in your business, and maybe this says, yeah, you can change your business, but it's like you're kind of like making smaller changes, if that makes sense. That's what's popping into my head. This could be in any other area of your life as well. Could be in love, could be in business, but I like it, Leo. So I feel like that's good. Thank you, Leo. All right, Virgo. Let's see here, Virgo. Virgo. Let's see. Virgo, you have the Eight of Hearts. The Eight of Hearts is called the Moon, and it's not like the moon in the tarot. The moon in the tarot can represent fantasies, illusions, fears, things that will never become a reality. The moon in the Lenormand card reading system represents kind of like needing to manifest your dreams, needing to manifest some sort of idea or plan or whatever that you have, right? So I feel like for some of you, this is you kind of needing to manifest something. This has been coming up in every single one of your readings. Virgo, I made a joke like, a year and a half ago saying that I could probably I said that I could probably record your reading once, and I could probably just somehow splice it into the lives, right? Because it's just going to be the same thing, and it pretty much is. So I feel like, but it's a good thing. I feel like you can have whatever you want. I feel like you can manifest whatever you want into your life, and I feel like you can have some sort of dream. This is something you've wanted for a very, very long period of time. It could be an experience, it could be love, it could be a business, it could be health, it could be anything. But I feel like there's like one goal or one thing that most of you have wanted to manifest, and this card just says, your answer is to just take the first step here. The problem is it probably looks impossible, is what I would say to you, Virgo, with this strength card. So it's like maybe you want to, like I said, maybe you want to build a rocket in your backyard. Maybe it looks impossible, but it's probably a lot more possible than you realize. Like the strength card just says, take that first step to make something happen. Read a book about building a rocket in your backyard, whatever. It's like that could be the first step. But in a lot of ways, I feel like the problem for Virgo is like having to pay the universe in advance. So, because of the astrology, by the way, I have the daily chart up over here, Virgo. Because of the astrology, it's like if we want something, I feel like we have to, like the universe is basically saying, prove it. So we have to like pay in advance. So we have to, get started. We have to prove to the universe that we want it or something. So I would make sure that you're doing something to prove that you actually want something. And this could be like through learning about it. It could be through, taking steps towards it. It could be, anything. It could be creating a YouTube channel, talking about it. It could be anything. So I would just get started here. You have the temptation card here. I do feel like this is saying be careful of temptations. I feel like there could be certain temptations in your life, and I feel like this is saying those things are going to distract you from, your main goal. So I'd be careful of temptations. It's kind of funny because like in most of your readings, you have all this stuff where it's like, I feel like a lot of you could be recognizing certain things for like what they are. Like you could be recognizing a group of friends for being just people who are stuck. It's like maybe there are certain people in your life who are just stuck. Maybe they make no movement forward. Maybe they never make any progress in your life. So I feel like you could be seeing someone or people who are not making progress. Maybe in a way they are a temptation because like maybe they're a distraction from having to work or having to focus on this, whatever this is right here, whatever your dreams are. So I feel like you should be kind of removing those temptations from your life with this card. But that's that, Virgo. I actually like it. So thank you, Virgo. Libra. Let's see here. Libra. Libra, you have the Queen of Spades, or you have the Ace of Spades, which is the lady or the woman, whatever you want to call it here, Libra. This is actually a card of existing problems being resolved. It could definitely represent dealing with a woman or a lady in your life. This card can be like positive and negative. It can represent, dealing with someone who's maybe like very challenging or difficult, dealing with someone who's like a liar, all those other things. But it can also be positive because, like I said, it can represent existing problems being resolved in your life. What I would say here is I don't see any other like super tricky cards here, except you do have the Page of Swords, but I don't really consider that to be that tricky of a card. So I really feel like this is just saying existing problems being resolved. I also used to call this card the Razor. It's like a very precise card. It's like a card of cutting something out very specifically. It can even represent surgery as well. But for the most part, it's like a card of cutting things out. So you could be just getting very specific about like the people, places, and things that you want in your life. Next, you have this Two of Swords here, or I mean the Page of Swords. So this could be you being curious. I always say Page of Swords comes up all the time in the readings now, and the Page of Swords represents like needing to be curious, needing to look into things. So I feel like in a lot of ways you need to be curious with this card. I'm also getting like, I feel like you should just be direct with people at this time. I feel like that will just lead to the best results, like whatever you want in your life. So I feel like if you're like if you are interested in someone, for example, I would just tell them with this card. If you have something to say to somebody, I would just be open and honest and direct with this card. I feel like that will lead to the best results. And finally, you have the Two of Pentacles here, being very busy. I just feel busyness on this card for you here, Libra. Yeah, look, you have the Six of Pentacles as well. So I feel like you could be busy working. Six of Pentacles is like planting a lot of seeds. It could say that maybe you're trying to get multiple things in your life progressing. It's like you're looking for progress with that Six of Pentacles, and I feel like you're hoping for things to grow as well. So I feel like you're hoping for growth. I'm also, for some reason, intuition is popping into my head. I don't really consider any of these cards to be intuitive, but for whatever reason, I feel like trusting your intuition or listening to your intuition is kind of popping into my head with these cards. So I feel like you need to like trust your intuition or listen to your intuition with these cards. I do feel like there could also be an increase in your finances coming, but it feels like step by step to me. But maybe you're noticing it as well, Libra. Like, I feel like these cards are just saying that you could be noticing the financial changes that are happening in your life, but maybe that's like exciting, or maybe that's good. So I like it. Two of Pentacles comes up sometimes, by the way, Libra, like when we can have more fun in our lives. So it's like maybe you haven't had the money to go out with friends, or maybe you haven't had the money to do things you enjoy. This could be like the money that you've been waiting for coming in and allowing you to, go out, do things you want. Love it. Looks really good. Thank you, Libra. All right, Scorpio. Let's see here, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the crossing here, the Six of Clubs. Now, this card is pretty simple. Just represents going through something difficult and getting to the other side, which is much more beautiful. So I feel like if you've been going through any difficulties or challenges, this is kind of like success or good things coming in for you here. So I feel like there's good things coming in for you here with the Six of Clubs. This is just a card of success as well. So I feel like you could be finding success. All your readings, Scorpio, are about like, they're pretty much always about like whatever you've been working on is finally working. So I feel like that's what I feel like saying. Like, maybe you've had a job for a very long time. Maybe things are finally working out for you. Maybe you've had a business for a very long period of time, and it's like things are finally working out for you. Next, you have the Page of Swords here. And so I feel like for some of you, you could be receiving messages at this time with this card, and for whatever reason I feel like saying you need to listen to those messages. So I feel like you could be getting intuitive messages. I feel like people could be like saying things to you as well with this card. So I feel like you could be like, people could be telling you things, and I feel like you need to listen to those things. But I would also say don't rush your judgment. I think I said this is a page. This is the Knight of Swords, by the way, Scorpio, so sorry about that. But I feel like this could be saying like people could be coming to you, telling you things about whatever. And I just wouldn't rush to judgment with this card. I feel like it's saying, gather all the information before you jump to a conclusion about anything, really. For others, this could be like a quick victory here with both these cards. You have that, and you also have the Justice card here as well. So some of you could be receiving justice in a legal matter, or you could be receiving justice in your life in general. More balance, or it could be in something legal. It could also be, I feel like it could also be something in work as well. So like if you've been dealing with like sexual harassment or, anything like that at work, I feel like you could be receiving justice. Justice to me is also cause and effect. And, to me, justice just says that you could be seeing what works and what doesn't work in your life. And I always say, like, focus on what works. With the Justice card, it's pretty much just that simple. Love it, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see here, Sag. Sagittarius, you have the Seven of Clubs here. This card is called the Mice or the Mouse, and it just represents slow progress. So I feel like you've been experiencing a lot of slow progress in your life. I feel like things are about to speed up. This looks very good. So I feel like there's about to be a lot more progress in your life. This card does ask you to like be careful of people around you as well. You know, it can represent like people who are trying to slow your progress as well, but it's mostly like their words. So be careful of like who you talk to, whose words you listen to, all that other stuff, Sagittarius. And as long as you do that, you will be fine with this card. Like I said, not a bad card, but you know, can definitely represent like people, you know, getting all up in your business. Let's put it that way, Sagittarius. Next, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Love it. Amazing. So luck and a turnaround coming in for you. I also feel like there's some sort of fate coming in for you here. The word alignment is popping into my head. This card does not represent alignment, but again, I read intuitively, so I'm going to go with my intuition on this one. I feel like just things are coming into alignment. It's like, I feel like things are resonating. It's like things are perfectly lined up in your life, and I feel like that could be what's bringing in a lot of luck and a lot of success for you with this card. I also feel like financial changes for you. But this is, I feel like saying it's like a new financial season is like what's popping into my head. So you know, I feel like it's almost like you're entering into a new season in your life financially. And I feel like that could be amazing. So it's like maybe you've been in winter your whole entire life. I feel like you're about to jump into the spring or the summer, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like almost like harvest vibes here. And finally, you have the love card here. So this could be love coming in for you here with this card. It could be a Leo. For others, I feel like it could be, I feel like it could be any of the fixed signs in general. I feel like it could be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo that could be coming in for you in love. For others, I feel like this could just be you doing more of what you love as well. There's a lot of energy in this chart where I feel like the chart is more heart-based. I've talked about this a million times. I feel like we need to be doing things that we enjoy, not just a job, not just a business. That's probably not going to work anymore, right? So we're all going to have to move towards those things that we love, that we enjoy, and that will lead to success. So this looks amazing is what I'd say to you. I love it. So thank you, Sagittarius. All right. Capricorn. Let's see here. Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Ten of Spades. So the Ten of Spades is called the boat. It's like a ship, you know, a boat, or it's called a ship, like a boat on the ocean. It can just represent going from one thing to another. You also have the world. So some of you could literally just be moving. You could be traveling. You could be changing jobs, changing businesses, any type of change that you can possibly think of. This is also an amazing card for selling anything. It is a card of commerce. So it is a card of selling things. It's a card of business and, you know, all that other good stuff. So if you do any of that, I would say that this could just be money coming in, or it could just be business. You know, it doesn't even have to be money. It's like maybe you've been waiting for new clients or new customers. It could be all that stuff. For others, it could be also just like moving on to someone new. So again, love-wise, it could be you moving towards someone new. Next, you have the Seven of Pentacles here. As always, Seven of Pentacles to me is a card of delayed results, but it says the results are coming. So if you've been waiting for results on anything, which I'm sure if you are a Capricorn, you have been waiting for a long, long time. And so I feel like this could be results coming in finally for you here, Capricorn. I'm actually going to clarify this. Yeah, you have the Two of Wands, yeah. Like I said, this is you like taking the lead here with the Two of Wands. This is you making things happen with this Two of Wands. So I feel like you are kind of like creating success. I feel like you're creating bigger and better things for you with these two cards. Seven of Pentacles is building something permanent as well. That's not really what the Seven of Pentacles represents, but it can represent like building a money tree. It can represent like looking for work that's more permanent, looking to start a business that's more permanent, or trying to create permanent finances in your life, you know, so that you're not always having to look for it. So I feel like a lot of you could be taking the lead to do that with this card. By the way, a ton of moving energy here. You literally have this boat, which can represent moving. Two of Wands, he has the whole world in his hands. It can represent moving. And you have the world here as well. So I feel like a lot of you could be moving with these cards. Like I said, if you're not moving, you could be changing jobs, or, you know, it could be that type of move. You could be making a change, moving on to something new, or whatever. So that's what I'd say there. I feel like for others, the world card to me represents like completion, or reaching certain goals, or reaching certain milestones in your life. So I feel like for some of you, this could be reaching a certain milestone in your life. I'm getting like a lot of stuff here. I feel like some of you could be like even graduating graduating. I feel like you could be finding success in your life. I feel like you could be wrapping up a project. You could be finishing something. You could even be starting something, even with the world as well. The world represents like birth, and so or it's kind of like a card of stepping through a portal. So I feel like some of you could be birthing yourself like into a new world. So that would be good as well. That could lead to like that could lead to a new project or starting something new. But definitely success coming in for you here, Cap. Love it. Looks amazing. So thank you, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. Let's see here. Aquarius, you have the Jack of Clubs. The Jack of Clubs says, don't beat yourself up here. Yeah, you have the Tower as well. The Tower in the Lenormand card reading system is not like the Tower necessarily in the tarot. This could just represent beating yourself up over something from the past. This could also represent someone else beating themselves up. This is like, there's a lot of karma here. So this could be like someone in your life from the past who's getting their karma, or maybe you're seeing someone getting their karma here, and it's like maybe they are beating themselves up, but it's like too late, right? For others, this could represent you kind of like whipping yourself to work. So for some of you, I feel like you're trying to create more momentum. Six of Spades, this Tower card here, it's like actually a card of momentum. It's like a card of building momentum in work or in business, wanting things to move forward faster and wanting to continue that momentum. But like I feel like for some of you, this is just saying that you're having to really like push yourself to work harder. So you might be tired, you might be exhausted, or might be like having some difficulties. Next, you have the Nine of Cups here. So definitely some sort of wish coming in for you here. This is a card of, to me, this is a card of fulfillment or wish fulfillment for you here, Aquarius. Did I say Capricorn? I'm not sure. But Aquarius, this is for you. I feel like this is some sort of wish coming in for you. Something you've been dreaming of, something you've wanted to have. To me, I almost feel like this is a break as well. So I feel like some of you, if you've like needed a break, or if you need a vacation or time for yourself, I feel like this could be a break that you're getting. Next, you have the Seven of Wands here, and you have the Fool. Yeah, it's like the Seven of Wands is committing to something. It's a card of conviction. It's like a card of belief. To me, the Seven of Wands is a card that says, you know that you know something is going to work. The Fool says, take the leap of faith. So I feel like for some of you, this is about like taking some sort of leap of faith towards something that you know is going to work. Could be in love, could be in business, could be whatever. But this kind of says like, trust your feelings. If you feel like something is going to work, it's going to work. Plain and simple. And that's all I got here for you, Aquarius. So pretty simple, but that looks good. So thank you, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. Let's see, Pisces, what is going on for you here. Pisces, you have the Ten of Clubs here. This card is called the Bear, and you also have the Jack of Spades. This card is called the Child. So I feel like for some of you, you could just be, number one, I love the Ten of Clubs. To me, it can represent overbearing energy. It can represent a lot of, it can represent a lot of responsibilities in your life as well. But usually, these responsibilities come with rewards. So it can represent increasing responsibilities in your life, or it can represent a lot more responsibilities being put on your plate. But usually there's like some sort of big leap forward because of it. I always say the Ten of Wands to me is a card of leaps and bounds of success. It's like a card of making a huge leap forward. The Jack of Spades here, the Child, just says you need to be childlike. You need to kind of be curious and try to learn as much as you possibly can. It also says just like enjoy the craziness. So it's like if you're picking up a lot of extra responsibilities, just try to make it as much fun as you possibly can with this Child card. It's kind of like a card of just like being childlike about things. It says the more you can do that, the better. So that's what I'd say there. Next, you have the Knight of Wands here. So a lot of desires at this time. Yeah, you have the Five of Cups as well. So I'm not really sure what this is about. I feel like some of you, this could just be needing to trust in your desires. Five of Cups is like a card of sadness, crying over spilt milk, or it's kind of like having lost your taste for something. This to me would actually be an increase in desire. It's like maybe in life in general, maybe you just haven't been feeling desires for anything. Maybe you just haven't been feeling like excited by things. So I almost feel like this is excitement. You even have the King of Wands here as well. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is just like desire, or it's like kind of like a spark is what I feel for you here, Pisces. Could be in love for sure. Could be a fire sign. Could be any sign really. You always get like everything in your readings. It could also be this could also be kind of like desires for something that you want to work on as well. So love it. Next, you have the King of Wands here and the Nine of Swords. I feel like some of you, this could be like temporary worries. I mean, for some of you, this could be like a separation from a fire sign. For some of you, with that Nine of Swords. For others, this to me is saying that any fears and worries and illusions that you're having with this Nine of Swords, nightmares, waking up from a nightmare, anxiety, depression, all this stuff. King of Wands is like having your head in the clouds. So it could be saying that your fears about certain things just do not exist at all. So I feel like some of you need to let go of your fears with the King of Wands. I feel like you could be worrying about things that just are not going to happen here, Pisces. So I would let go of your fears. Like I said, yeah, you have the Ten of Cups. Fortune after difficulty. Good things coming in for you, Pisces. I feel like everything's going to work out for you, no matter what. This is also an amazing card for building a following as well, Pisces. So that looks amazing. So thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, for being here again. Really appreciate it. We are going to do pick a card now. Actually, let me switch this deck out because there's no way I'm going to be able to shuffle it. So that takes me forever to shuffle. But all right, 1, 2, and 3 here, people. 1, 2, and 3. So let's do a pick a card. And all right, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And all right, if you pick card number 1, you have the Three of Wands here and the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like some of you could just be taking the lead in life in general. So I feel like some of you could just be taking the lead in your life with these two cards. For others, I feel like this could be moving with that Three of Wands. And for others, I feel like this could be like this is like expecting things to happen a certain way with the Hierophant card, but it's like waiting for the perfect moment with the Three of Wands. It's like you could be hoping that a business works out a certain way or a job works out a certain way, and maybe it doesn't. So this is just saying, like, be open to random opportunities is what I would say with these two cards. Next, if you pick card number 2, you have the Moon and the Two of Cups here. For some of you, this could be love with a Pisces. For others, this could be fears about love, but needing to face your fears. So the Moon to me is a card of like, fears and illusions and all this other stuff, but it can represent needing to face your fears. For others, could be like a soulmate coming in for you as well. So love it. And finally, if you pick card number 3, you have the King of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, of course, is crying over spilt milk or like not seeing the things that you should be grateful for, or not seeing what you do have in your life. So I feel like you need to focus on what you do have. To me, this says like if you're trying to start something or do something, this basically says you have everything you need to be successful. I feel like you have everything you need. So I feel like you need to kind of like not worry about not having certain things with the Five of Cups. That's such a weird message, but yeah, Page of Swords. This could be like looking for resources, card number 3. So it's like maybe you're trying to move, travel, start a relationship, whatever, but it's like you're trying to find the resources to do it. So I would keep looking with that is what I'd say there. But love it. So thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it as always. I'm going to take questions now. Of course, super chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. Psychic. No. I'm just kidding. Ninja, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I feel like you're getting closer. Yeah. I would say yes. Even the Four Swords still waiting, but I do feel like you are getting closer. So I would say yes for sure. Psychic Gem, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will I ever get my health routines back? Yeah, definitely. Strength card for sure. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is just staying away from things that are toxic, staying away from things that no longer serve you. But I would say yes, for sure. Eloise, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, is my Virgo planning to relocate since job situation is in question now? And if so, do you see him going anytime soon? Five of Wands, Six of Cups. Five of Wands is being conflicted, Eloise. So it's like, he's not sure yet with the Five of Wands. It also says that, things are up in the air. Like the decision has not been made yet with the Five of Wands. So that's what I'd say there. Six of Cups is a really good card, though, is what I'd say here. Four Cups. So I would say not anytime soon with that Four Cups. Four Cups is like receiving something, like an offer, but not necessarily accepting it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would say not anytime soon, probably, with those cards. EMD, thank you for the super chat. You say, I keep getting the same message no matter what I prayed, meditated. I keep seeing bloom. What do my angels tell with this name? What does it mean? You have the Six of Swords. Yeah, this would make sense, EMD. To me, this would be improvements. So I feel like the word, that word could be Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, you moving on to something bigger and better, or moving away from conflict and difficulties. And Eight of Wands is conclusion, or like an ending to your difficulties. So I feel like you are moving towards something much better here. Yeah, I feel like you need to open up as well. Seven of Wands. I feel like it's two things, like improvements. I feel like things are improving in your life no matter what it seems like. And I also feel like you need to open up with this Seven of Wands. So I would open up. EMD, also your other question was, will I marry, I think you were asking, will you marry the Sagittarius, Joel? You have the Justice card and the Ten of Wands. I would say probably not with these cards is what I'd say here. I mean, to me, the Ten of Wands is like a burden, so it's like too much work. The Justice card is a good card. Yeah, I'd say probably not. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords could be like cutting this person out of your life as well. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. It's like a lot of work. So I would say no, probably not with that card there. Mispa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, would love a card, please. You got it. You have the Ace of Swords here, Mispa. So success. This could be a victory for you, Mispa, as well. This is like good news, a victory coming in for you, success. This is also like an offer of peace coming in for you as well. So Mispa, this is very good. Yeah, probably like after a nightmare with the Nine of Swords. So love it, Mispa. Lisa C, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Any idea when I will get promoted or when anything exciting is happening, because I have cabin fever? I hear ya. You have the Lovers here and the Ace of Wands. This is actually pretty good. I mean, the Lovers could represent love, but it could also just represent like a new beginning. I always say, like, on a traditional Rider-Waite Lovers card, there's like a dead tree and then there's like a living tree, right? On both sides. So I feel like for you, the Lovers can just represent like a new life, or stepping into something that's more beautiful, stepping into something that's better, Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. So I feel like around summertime, really this says that you could probably create something that would be much better for you. So Six of Pentacles says start putting in the work to, start something new, or to ask for a raise, ask for a promotion, something like that. But pretty good cards. Ida, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will I retire this year? If you want to, I would say. So I would say yes. Yeah, definitely. Even the Hermit is a card of like climbing to the top of a mountain. He is standing at the top of a mountain here, not on this deck, but on a traditional Hermit card. He is at the top of a mountain. It says like he has reached the top. So yes, I feel like you could, for sure. Mildred, thank you for the super chat, by the way. If you are here, Mildred, let me know. Pop your question in down below. I will be happy to answer it. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Do I have permission from the universe to rest now? I would say yes. Queen of Cups, definitely, JC. Queen of Cups is a nurturing energy, so it says yes, definitely, for sure. Steven, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. So you say block the X or leave the communication lines open. I would say block with this here and this as well. The death card to me is a total death, Steven. You know what I mean? It's like totally letting something go. And this to me says like once you let it go, boom, that's when new love will come in with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Ten of Swords, I would block is what I'd say with that Ten of Swords. And look it's like you go from like bad card, good card, bad card, good card, right? Ten of Pentacles, like the best love card in the deck. So I would definitely block is what I would say to you. For sure. Millie, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, any love coming in, new or old? Yep, definitely new love is what I'd say to you. New love. 2 nines. Millie, to me, the 2 nines is definitely new love because 9s to me represent newness. So I feel like new love coming in. 9 of Cups is a card of a wish or something you wish for. Yeah, I feel like you just need to get attention. 9 of Wands and the 6 of Wands are both cards of like needing to stand out, needing to get attention, needing to, get people paying attention to you and things like that. So I feel like there's a lot of attention, but I feel like you need to get it, if that makes sense. So I would get out there, but definitely new love for sure. Honey York, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Honey York, you say here, working on a certification for a new job because I just can't return to my job due to stress. I hear you. Should I work on the classes or apply for a job at a store while doing the classes? Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords. I would say the classes. Queen of Wands is like needing to devote all your time to something. So that's what I would say to you. So I would do the classes, put all your time and effort and energy in. I asked about getting a job, and you have the 2 of Swords, which is kind of like a no. So that's what I'd say there. Suzette, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Riverview or Citrus Grove? I'd say Riverview has the Empress. So Empress to me is a much better card. Temperance is not a bad card, but it is a card of patience. I would just say the Empress is a better card. So I would say Riverview for sure. Sandvers, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will I get an ASL instructor job this year? Yeah, definitely. 9 of Pentacles, literally a new job. So yes, for sure. EMD, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, what do you see with C, the Leo? What's to come? Here in the star, it's like a wish actually. 7 of Pentacles is slow, is delayed results. So it could say that the growth in this situation has been slow with the 7 of Pentacles, but the star is like a wish. So, if you are wishing to be with this person, or if you're wishing to have something with this person, then, it could be a wish with the star card. The star card is like needing to shine your inner light. So it would say that you would need to kind of like get more attention from this person, or you would need to kind of like make it more known, if that makes sense, that you're interested or whatever. But, still a very good card. So I like it. Maisie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, is my temp job going to turn into a full-time job? If you want it to, I would say yes. The Sun, the best card in the deck. So yes, is what I'd say here. Absolutely. Maisha, what is up? Maisha, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, card for the week. 10 of Cups, Fortune After Difficulty. Good news coming in for you, Maisha. This is a very good card. So love it. It could just be feeling really good. So I like it. Love it. Maisha, that's good. Why aren't my other ones popping up? Alex, sorry, Alex, I think I skipped you, but Alex, thank you for the super chat. You say love cards for next week. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Literally could be a Earth sign coming in for you, Alex. So if you're looking for love, this could be an Earth sign coming in for you. So yeah, this could be an Earth sign coming in for you here, and definitely love. So I like it. The Knight of Pentacles could also just be you working towards love. So I feel like you could be working towards love as well with the Knight of Pentacles, but Ace of Cups, definitely love coming in. Love it. Amy, thank you for the super chat. Amy, feel free to pop your question in down below. Christopher, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, is Sophia playing with me, or does she want something serious? Can't tell what she's doing. Queen of Swords, yeah, definitely confusing with this card here, is what I would say to you. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a good card, Christopher, is what I would say here. And the Page of Cups, yeah, I feel like this could, I feel like there's interest here. I do not like the Queen of Swords, though, in love, necessarily. To me, it's not bad, but it's also not good. To me, it basically says that there could be challenges in, getting her to open up. So that's what I'd say there. But, yeah, I feel like there's interest here, is what I'd say to you. For sure. Elaine, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Again, you say, can I get a card for the week? Yes, you have the 3 Cups, some sort of celebration coming in for you, some sort of win. So I feel like this is like a celebration coming in for you here. I love it. It could also be a very social week, is what I'd say, but maybe not wanting to socialize, but still really good. Simone, is someone doing me spiritual wickedness? I have pains and the doctors don't know what it is. I would say no, but it could be like more emotional with the King of Cups. I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, Simone, but I would say no. This to me wouldn't represent anything spiritual, and to me this could be just kind of like emotions, basically, is what I would say to you. So that's really all I get there for you. Why can't I fix this? I don't know. Whatever. All right, perfect. Amy, again, if you have a question, let me know. Amy, if you have typed your question in, it is not showing up. So, it's showing up now, Amy. So, Amy, thank you again. Really appreciate it. You say here, card for relationship. Is the Capricorn the one? 3 of Pentacles, 4 Wands. I would say yes, Amy. This is like marriage. So, I would say yes, that looks very good for you. Teresa, thank you for the super chat. Teresa, feel free to pop your question in down below. EMD, does Sag like someone else more than name is Bloom? Page King of Wands here, 3 of Swords. This is like some sort of heartbreak here, but I would say no. I'm not really sure exactly what you're asking, but I would say no here with these cards. He could be like a little bit of a player, though. I mean, this is player-like energy here with the King of Wands. You know, it could be. Even though like the Knight of Wands is more player-like energy, but this can also be player-like energy as well. Amy, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Elaine Perez, thank you for the super chat. You say here, what are Taurus's current feelings towards me? 2 Wands, 7 of Cups. 2 Wands is like wanting to take control. 2 Wands is like wanting to make movements towards you. So I feel like they maybe want to move towards you, like in love, basically. 7 of Cups is confusion, though. So I feel like they need to focus, basically, Elaine. Teresa, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, I'm a Pisces, he's a Virgo. Does he care? Does he want something serious? Will he communicate? This could be you here, the Fool. I would say yes. The Fool is like somebody needing to take a leap of faith, but it could be someone kind of like taking a leap of faith here, basically. So in a lot of ways, I feel like this could be someone needing to take a leap of faith, basically, in this situation. So I feel like somebody needs to move here. Let's find out who. 4 of Pentacles. I would say yes. 4 of Pentacles is like a lot of stability and, could be something very stable for you. Queen of Pentacles, like I said, Queen of Pentacles to me is a good card, but it can also be a card of like being skeptical. So like it could just be you being skeptical of this person. But I would say yes, but I feel like he needs to move for sure, is what I'm trying to say. Honey York, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, Honey York, saw a Duncan guy. Is he a possibility? Chariot, Victory, I would say yes, for sure. Hangman could just be delays because of the virus situation, but I would say yes with that Chariot card. So, yes, for sure. Definitely. And you say any new or love. And I think I answered your question if I'm not mistaken. But I think I said new love, and that's what's coming up again. So I would say new love. Felicia, you say, what's the deal with my life? Page of Pentacles here. I feel like you're learning with this card. I feel like you need to trust your intuition. It's like needing to get started on something as well. So I would say like it's time to get started with the Page of Pentacles for sure. Librador, hello. You say here, is he just physically attracted to me, or is it more than that? I would say it's both. 2 of Pentacles, High Priestess. I mean, trust your intuition with the High Priestess, but 2 of Pentacles is like more than just one thing, So I would say it's probably like both for sure. There. So that's that. All right. Let me switch decks here real quick, so that I can switch. All right. And by the way, am I missing someone? I can't remember if I was missing someone or not. But, all right. If I have not answered your question, feel free to pop it in down below, and I will answer it. All right. Who did I want to answer? I already forgot. All right. right, let me back this thing up here. Soulshine, hello. I would like to start a business. Where do I start? You have the King of Wands here, a selling platform for in the first edition tarot decks. You have the King of Wands. So King of Wands is like something that you desire to do, as I always say. King of Wands to me is like something that you can put all your heart and soul into. So you know what I mean? It's like the King of Wands is like needing to work on something that you can put everything you got into. So that's what I would focus on here with this card. Devin, I would say no. This looks like dating to me, so I feel like you might be out there and date. Mary, what do I signify? Ten of Pentacles, everything. Ten of Pentacles is literally everything. So I would say everything for sure. Veronica, Five of Pentacles, feeling restless for sure. I would say yes with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Judgment. Judgment is like some sort of wake-up call. So it's like you could be having a wake-up call that you need to make some sort of change. So if you need to change, I would make a change with that card. And let me just clear this out as well. There we go. All right, perfect. All right. Leisha, you say, what comes for you for me? You have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're very attractive at this time, Leisha. If you want love, I would get out there with this card. Elizabeth, does Robert have love feelings for me? Two Wands here. Seven of Swords. I would say yes. The Two Wands like need to take control, so like more flirting, stuff like that to get this moving forward. Christine, can I believe him? I would say yes. I mean, this isn't really a card of lying or anything like that, so I would say yes. Katie, where did your question go, Katie? You have the Four Wands. Could be marriage. It could also just be freedom coming in for you. EMD, I would get out of your head, EMD, with this card. This is like keeping yourself trapped in a situation, EMD, but I would say yes. You have the Nine of Cups. I definitely feel like there's love coming in for you. The Eight of Swords says set yourself free. It says like you could have love right now. So, you know, it could represent like dating or putting yourself out there. So I would say yes. Alexis, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for the rest of May and June. Ace of Pentacles, love it. Amazing. Ace of Pentacles is like getting to a place of like rest and relaxation. It's a very good card. So I feel like things will be going very well for you. And I feel like things will be, you know, improving as well. So I feel like there's a lot of good stuff just with this Ace of Pentacles. Love it. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is like your dreams or desire, like things that you're dreaming to have. So love it. Amazing. Amazing. NSW, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles would be something long. So I would say yes, for sure. I definitely like that a lot. Where was that person? Patricia, how does Taurus feel about me? Three Swords is like heartbroken. So I don't think they could be heartbroken. This could also be them if they are healing. You know, they could be trying to heal from something else. Amy C, I haven't received a job offer yet. What are the delays? Ten of Wands. I mean, Ten of Wands is all the burdens, right? I mean, you know, probably it's just the virus, right? You know, it's like places are not hiring. Places really don't have the time and the money and all this other stuff. So it's probably just the burdens of the world that are, you know, causing delays is what I'd say. So that's that. All right. I think I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to answer Ashley. Ashley, wanting to put together a program to help the school systems. Can you please pull a card for me? Well, I would say yes, definitely. I feel like you need to get started. The star, success. So I would say yes, for sure. Ashley, definitely. But all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm going to cut this off here. I will, of course, be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, the Earth Sign weekly readings will be posted tomorrow morning as well. So make sure to check those out. But thank you, everybody, and definitely enjoy your night.